Good afternoon, Manchester. It is Friday, November 30th, and we're back with this week's edition of The Pulse. We hope you had a great Thanksgiving vacation. I'm Annabelle Watson.
And I'm AJ Librio. Thank you so much for joining us. This week on The Pulse, we'll take a look at the MHS winter sports teams and how athletes are preparing for their seasons.
Then, Mary Kite will tell us what Manchester High School's uniform-free policy means for our students.
Finally, we'll recap the Manchester Road Race and what it means for the entire town of Manchester.
All this and much more coming up on this week's edition of
The Pulse.
As winter approaches, athletes all around MHS are preparing themselves for their respective seasons. Dalton Heiler takes us through the eyes of the student athletes to see what it takes to be successful during the season.
For the students here at MHS, winter does not just bring the cold weather. For many, it marks the start of a new sports season. Last year, boys basketball finished with a record of 15-5, but was eliminated from contention in the second round of the state tournament. MHS senior Pablo Cabrera Torres describes what his team is doing in order to succeed this year.
So we're going to be working hard, working every single day, going to the weight room, practicing, going to our place to be a better team, and to be ready for the season. We got a state championship in mind, and we're trying to win this year.
While basketball is getting ready, other sports such as swimming and wrestling gear up their athletes to be ready for the season.
Swim, we started training. We do daily workouts in the pool and some weight room work, but we have a lot more kids than we did last year. We're supposed to have a pretty good season. I'm hoping to go all the way to state open, so I'm really excited to get started, and it's going to be a good senior year.
All of these athletes are prepping themselves to be the best they can be, but while they are optimistic about their seasons, they have acknowledged the struggles they may face this upcoming year.
So I think we have a lot of freshmen in the team. We have a lot of incoming wrestlers, and I think we'll be fine for this year. We'll be doing good.
Although the track and field won't be in use until this spring, as the cold weather approaches, teams are starting to heat up inside. From Manchester, this has been Dalton Heiler reporting.
Best of luck to all our winter athletes in their upcoming sports seasons.
Yeah, I don't know about you, Annabelle, but I cannot wait for the basketball games this year.
Yeah, I heard the tribe has thought of some great themes for the games.
This year, Illing Middle School made a big change in their uniform policy, making the entire Manchester Public School District now uniform-free. Mary Kite highlights how students here at MHS have taken advantage of their opportunity to use fashion as a platform to express themselves.
Many MHS students remember a time here at Illing Middle School when we did have uniform. However, here at Manchester High School, we do not have the restrictions of a uniform. This allows students to express themselves through their style.
With the diversity of our school comes diverse fashion. For many students, the clothing they wear every day to school gives them the freedom to really show who they are.
I just think that if you can wear anything you want and you can, like, any colors and any patterns, you can show your personality better, and that it does allow you to express yourself.
This guy right here rocking designer. I'm rocking regular. He rocking regular. We different.
Manchester is lucky to be a high school here in Connecticut that does not have the restriction of a uniform.
I can express myself freely because now I can wear like more creative clothes without just saying the M on the side, and then it's way better for me.
A lot of fits are hitting in our school and I like it.
Yes.
Manchester High School, one of the most diverse high schools in Connecticut and one without uniforms, allows students to express themselves through many ways, one being clothing. From Manchester, this has been Mary Kite reporting.
A uniform-free policy here at MHS gives students yet another opportunity to express themselves. And it's really great to see fashion used as an outlet to showcase originality in our school.
Diversity is not only in our school, but the town itself. We're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, Andrew Sui will bring us downtown to find out what makes Main Street and Manchester a popular spot on Thanksgiving. Stay tuned.
Manchester High School is our home away from home. However, some students don't treat it that way. Kids have come accustomed to seeing trash lying around the hallways and cafeteria without picking it up. This is a problem that can only be fixed by you, the students.
Did you leave your trash lying around your house like this? No, didn't think so. Remember, if you see something, throw it away.
Make sure to clean up our school whenever you get the chance. Not only is it enjoyable to walk the halls of a clean school, but it's also important for maintaining Manchester pride.
That's right, so if you see trash, do the school a favor and throw it out. Every year, the Manchester Road Race attracts thousands of people to run across our town. Andrew Suey takes us to the starting line to see how the race impacts the entire Manchester community.
Thanksgiving comes with a lot of traditions, from watching the Macy's Thanksgiving Parade on TV to having family over and watching NFL football. But in Manchester, we do it differently. On Thursday, November 22nd, our town had its 82nd annual Manchester Road Race. Despite the severe cold weather, runners, spectators, and volunteers were enthusiastic to make this yearly tradition happen.
Despite the cold weather, I'm always down to support the Manchester Road Race. It's a town tradition, I've lived here my whole life.
This event is clearly important to our community and shows our pride in many different ways. Elite runner Edward Cheserick took home the Manchester Road Race title this year, not only winning the road race, but breaking the previous record of 21:19 with a time of 21:16. And Salopine Chessball took home the win for the women's side with a time of 24:33. Meet director Thayer Redmond believes the Manchester Road Race only has growth ahead of it.
Yeah, I believe there's such a great tradition with the race. It is one of the best things we do in the town. Also, there's a lot of people that take pride in the continuous running of it.
No matter the weather or the conditions, the Manchester Road Race will continue to grow and truly show what Thanksgiving in Manchester means. From the Pulse and Main Street, this has been Andrew Suey reporting.
It's great to see the road race tradition carry on so strongly every year.
With an event as big as the Manchester Road Race, we sometimes overlook an even more powerful event for our youth. Tatiana Rosa brings us to Charter Oak Park to take a look at this year's Little Manchester Road Race.
Each year, the Manchester Road Race attracts over 12,000 runners from all over the East Coast. The race consists of runners young and old, and from all walks of life. A more defined race that attracts the Manchester youth is known as the Little Manchester Road Race. For the past 9 years, the Little Manchester Road Race has continued to inspire young future runners at Charter Oak Park. The race takes place the week before the rail race, and runners compete in many different events to engage with one another and compete as a group. There are various events to run in, but the most popular one was the 2-mile race. 12-year-old Little Road Race veteran, Madeline, explains why she loves to compete every year.
The part when you come back and then everyone's cheering for you.
This race engages members of the community where high school students help the youth by stretching them out. All of the runners prepare to compete in different ways. Madeline says that
I do a lot of stretching, and sometimes, this week especially, I'll do like a couple of runs and laps.
At the end of each event, each runner is awarded a medal for completing their race.
A new venue, but for the past 9 years, the Little Manchester Road Race continues to bring together the community here at the Charter Oak Park. From Manchester, this has been Tatiana Rose reporting.
The Little Manchester Road Race definitely does a good job entertaining our youth and really has them excited for the 5-mile race when they become old enough.
That's right, and nothing beats seeing the smiles on the faces of our youth. Well, that's all the time we have for you this week, Manchester. Be sure to tune in next Friday to get a behind-the-scenes look at what went into producing the Miss MHS pageant, and to learn more about Manchester's annual Christmas tree lighting.
If you have any ideas for stories we might have missed, you can email Mr. Larson at b11elars@mpspride.org.
To learn more about the Pulse or to check out some of our other projects, visit our website at mhstelevision.com.
And don't forget to follow us on Twitter and like us on Facebook at MHS Red Prod. I'm Annabelle Watson.
And I'm AJ Librio. This has been
The Pulse.